Hello friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you guys can tell, I lost my voice. I had sorority recruitment last weekend and she's still gone, so we're working through it, but yeah, bear with me. But anywho, if you guys are new here, hi, hello, my name is Hannah. I post a bunch of different like college lifestyle productivity vlogs, so you guys should stick around. But today's video is really exciting because we're gonna be doing like a Notion tour slash how I have my Notion all organized. A couple months ago, or maybe I think it was like beginning of July, I filmed a mid-year reset routine and I created a Notion then, and I told you guys that once I was like a month into school, I would film my Notion tour because it'll like allow me enough time to use it and like fully customize it to how I want. So I've now officially been in class for like 3 weeks-ish, and I've been using my Notion a lot, and like it's just been really helping me not only with school but just like all aspects of my life. So I figured I would show you guys. I did use a template. I don't remember her name, but I'll have the template linked down below. I also like made some of my own, so you guys will see what I did. But without further ado, if you guys are curious to see how I have my Notion set up, then just keep on watching. Alrighty, so starting off, here is my Notion, just like the front page. I made this little collage using Canva. And I just like put a bunch of my favorite pictures from Pinterest up on here, so that's what that guy looks like. And then this is just what like my front page looks like. I have like all of my like life like lists here. I just have one tab for school, and then I have like goals slash like habit tracker, and then on this side I have content and like finance tracker, and then just this is like my favorite quote, and then I have a little picture of flowers. So that's kind of what she's looking like. I think it's really cutie, and it just like makes me happy every time I look at it, so I really enjoy that. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go through each of the different pages, and I'm gonna show you guys what I have on all of them. So starting off, we have my weekly to-do list. This is the page that I am on most frequently, honestly. And this is just like my daily to-do list. So like today's Thursday when I'm filming this, so that's why like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are all empty because they're completed. So like today I am currently filming the Notion tour, so I can check that off. But this is just like a place where I have like my master to-do list for the week and where I plan out my upcoming weeks. So like I have next week all planned out already. So that's kind of how I organize it. The green stuff means like there are events that I have scheduled, whereas like this stuff is just like things that I would like to get done. My next page that I have is my grocery list. So on one side of the page I have like my meal plan for the week, so like the foods that I would want to be cooking for dinners, and then from there I make my grocery list for things I need for breakfast, lunches, dinners, and snacks. And that's just kind of how I do my little grocery list. Shopping list, I honestly don't use that much. This is just like anytime I need like random like miscellaneous like toilet paper, paper towels, like random stuff like that, not like anything huge. So if I have that, I will add that to this list, so like the next time I go to Target, I'm not just like, what do I need? I have it all written down. Current favorites, this is something that I've been trying to do just because I like forget, and then when I do my monthly resets I like to talk about my current favorites. So this is just a place for me to jot them all down, and I just like, it's just fun for me. So I have that, just like different categories: books, shows, beauty, podcasts, fashion, and life. I keep all of those guys right there. Okay, wish list is something that's kind of fun and silly. This is just like a huge list of things that like I eventually want, nothing like that I'm like I need to have, but I have it categorized by like obviously the product and then the price and the category, so whether it's clothes, shoes, or like accessories, and then I have the link to the item. So like for example, these Princess Polly pants, I put the link here and it takes me right to them, which is really fun and silly. But yeah, that's kind of what my wish list looks like. And then the next list I have is things coming in the mail. So when I do order something, let's say I ordered something off of like Amazon, I could put Amazon right here, and then like when the estimated day is that it's coming in, and then I can also link the tracking number, which I just find really helpful. So I use this pretty frequently because I do order kind of a lot, which is a problem, but it's fine. I have this list to keep me accountable. Next up is my reading list, because I've been becoming more of a reading girly recently, and my goal is to read 8 books by the end of the year, I think. So this list is just like a way for me to gauge like what I'm currently reading, and then this is just a list of books that I want to read. So here's all the books that I have read. I have like date started, finished, and these are like the ratings that I gave it. And then this is my master list of everything that I want to read. Similar to reading lists, I have a watch list. I just like write down things where like if people have told me to like watch them, then I'll put them on here so I can remember and like go back, because sometimes I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'm always looking to watch new shows or movies, so I keep them all on this guy. My brain dump list is basically just a place for me to put like random information that I like think about as like, you know, whatever. So like I have like, I'm going to New York in December, so like these are just like random things that I want to do, places that I want to try eating. I also have things to try in Laguna because my best friend just moved there, so like I make a list of like things that I want to try, so when I can go visit her I like have places in mind. And yeah, I just kind of keep like random stuff on this page, nothing really in particular. And like I was telling you guys, I'm going to New York City in December, so I have made this little itinerary guide for like, I don't know, I'm just gonna like make an itinerary. I haven't done any of it yet, but what I did was put in the dates, and then I haven't like finalized this was like someone else's template, but this is like their packing list. And then I also have like hotel and contacts, which I haven't filled out yet, and obviously as you guys can see I haven't filled out any of the New York City like schedule, but I did like put this little map of like all the different areas like of New York, because that's something I'm not familiar with. So I think as I get closer to the trip, I'm gonna like use this list more often. And then same as the New York City itinerary, I also have my fall break itinerary because that's coming up in like 4 weeks. So I've started planning for that as well. All right, moving along to my like school section of my Notion, I have this section out. So my study playlist is just one of my like daily mixes from my Spotify. So I have that right there, and then these are all my courses that I'm enrolled in. You guys saw me set this up in my like semester prep vlog, but I have all of my like classes here, and then this is like my weekly schedule with like all of my classes in it. And then same as like this guy, this is just like a rough edit of like how I had my mornings laid out at the beginning of the semester, so I could like get into a routine. I don't really use this anymore. I honestly could delete it, but she's there for now. And then the thing that I find most helpful is this little assignment section. So I have all of my assignments from all of my syllabi in this little guy, and so like when I complete a task I can complete or like check it off and it'll go away. So I have everything listed out in like a list, and then I also have it written down on a calendar just because sometimes I like to see it visually, so this is helpful as well. But yeah, this is probably like my second most used tab just because I am in school now, so I go to this page quite frequently. Next up, moving on to the middle section of my Notion, is my goals section. So yearly goals, I have everything sectioned off by, you know, different types. So read 6 books, drink 120 fluid ounces of water, just like these are all my yearly goals that I want to like have for myself. So I have those guys, and then I also have monthly goals, which I have separated out by months. I didn't make it September goals because I don't know, I feel like I didn't really accomplish a lot of my August goals, so we're kind of carrying these all over. So these are like my August/September goals, but then I also had my July goals, which obviously I checked off. So I think as the months go on, I'm just going to keep adding pages, which I think will be handy. And then lastly is my habit tracker, which, as you guys can tell, the last time I used this was August 7th, and it is now September 8th. So it's been a month since I have, honestly, it's been more than a month because I did this last on October 3rd. So habit tracker, I haven't really done a whole lot. Maybe I'll get into it more, but I don't really know. I have it here for now just in case I ever do want to like do a habit tracker, but I rarely ever use her. And then that's basically it for the middle section of my Notion because I just have this cute little picture here. So moving on to the third section, we have content. So stats are just like the way that I keep track of like my Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Again, I forgot to do September. It's always the months that I don't film my like monthly reset that I never really fill these out. So stay tuned for like my October monthly reset, because I will be filming that, just because for me personally I need to film it in order to like actually reset for the month. But yeah, these are my stats, so I just like keep track of numbers, nothing like too like serious. I just like, it's just like fun for me to see, so I keep that there. And then I also have TikTok ideas, so whenever I have like a TikTok idea, like I'm got my set active mystery box. So for this guy, I could do like set active mystery box unboxing, and then day to post. It hasn't come in the mail yet, so I have all like my day sections. So let's just say Monday, and then I'll post on Monday, and then I can check off if I filmed it and I've edited it, and then like when I post it. So this is pretty handy. I use this pretty frequently, I would say, and it helps keep me accountable. And then lastly, we're getting into my little finance section of Notion. So starting off, I have my expense tracker, which I just track all of my expenses, nothing too crazy, but then I have it all sectioned off by months. So September, October, November. I haven't done any of my like September budgeting yet, but I will like this Sunday normally is when I do my budgeting, so I'm gonna put that there. Another page that I have is expenses after graduation. So this is just like numbers and like hypothetical numbers, just so I can like mentally prepare for how much I'm gonna be spending after graduation when I'm like not in school and I'm solely focusing on work. So I just have this here just for my mental sanity. And then lastly, I have my rent tracking expenses, which I don't really want to show, but it's just a way for me to keep track of how much I'm spending on rent and utilities every month. So I have that page there as well. And then last thing in this section is just my favorite quote. It says, "All he creates is redeemed." That's just like a quote that I heard when I was like a senior in high school, and it really resonated with me, and it's been my favorite quote ever since. So I kept that there just because it's a good reminder and I really like it. But yeah, that's basically my Notion. Once again, I find it really helpful and I really do like use this on an everyday basis. Another thing I wanted to point out is this little sidebar here. So I have like all of my like favorite pages kind of pinned. So like my weekly to-do list is one that I use a lot. Same with like school, brain dump, TikTok, and things coming in the mail. These are like my most used pages. So like if I'm ever on a page and I'm like, oh, I quickly want to go to my to-do list, I can just click right here. And the way that you make something like a favorite is by clicking on it, and then you click this little star guy, and look, there she goes. She pops up right there. So like I could put that as like the third one, because these are like the two that I use most often. So I can really just customize the list to how I want it. But yeah, that just about wraps up my little Notion tour. I hope you guys found it like fun to watch. I don't know, I really enjoy watching people's Notion tours and like seeing how they have theirs set up. But once again, I'll have the template down below that I use to basically like set up my Notion. If you guys want any other Notion related videos, then comment them down below so I know to film them. But other than that, I will just see you guys in the next video. Bye!